Today we are going to be looking at the Mickey Mouse Nendoroid number 100. And so yeah, this is the 100th Nendoroid they have ever made. This set was released by Good Smile back in the early 2010s. But this, the one I have is a re-release from last year, because, you know, this was Mickey Mouse's 90th anniversary. However, the original set goes for around $100. But this set I have is a re-release, and it was from Target, so I got it at Target for around $60. So maybe a little pricey, but it's definitely worth the price when we show you all the content it features. So just like any other Nendoroid, on the sides and the back and the top and bottom angle, it has, you know, like the different pictures of the specific Nendoroid, and they also have, you know, the different accessories, you know, they show you. So I'm gonna take a look at this figure and let's open it up. So let's just get to the accessories really quick. Some of these interchangeable parts are like in these plastic bags. These are open hands, a holding hand, and a closed fist. And there's also two different, you know, positioned eyes. And the other part here is the Nendoroid base, the Nendoroid stand, and the string, and two different arm movements. So here's some more accessories. Here is another Mickey arm holding the megaphone, which is definitely Mickey Mouse based because you can see the ears and the M on it. And then he comes with the director's chair. So basically, accessories on Mickey. You know, it's kind of hard to give this version of Mickey accessories because this is such a widely used look for Mickey. So I guess maybe the director, you know, accessories kind of make sense. And, you know, it's pretty unique. So here is the Mickey Mouse themed director's chair. Now, I'll talk about the problem of Mickey's is sitting later. But I'm just going to show you more of the accessories. I just lost a leg to something. So here is the camera, which, yeah, the legs are removable. Let's see if I can put it back on. There you go, I just put it back on. There is a cord over here. And yes, the legs are removable and they do rotate. And the camera thing does, you know, it does remove. And it also can rotate if you want to. So it can be separated. So it's a pretty cool accessory, even though it is kind of Mickey Mouse based. And then I got the this thing, the take one thingy, whatever you call it. It says scene 100, take one. I guess is a reference to the fact that this is the 100th Nendoroid. And it does open and close. And it got some, you know, little Mickey Mouse ears on. So now we're done with the accessories and let's take a look at the figure. Now, before the 90th anniversary merchandise we got of Mickey, there weren't really a lot of action figures of Mickey Mouse out there. Because most of the time, when we get any Mickey Mouse toys made of plastic, they always tend to be figurines, like especially part of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse brand. Like sometimes he's posed like this, sometimes he's posed like that, but he can't really like move anything. Some Mickey Mouse action figures did exist at that time, however, they were pretty rare to come by, and they always tend to have Mickey in like different costumes and not like this look, to be honest. So this Mickey Mouse Nendoroid, when it came out at its time, it came out during the time when like Mickey Mouse action figures practically did not exist, even though a couple of them did. But it wasn't really until the 90th anniversary when we gotten many Mickey Mouse action figures, like this one, which just got a re-release. There's also the Disney toy box line that had Mickey and Pluto in it, and it was only available at the Disney store as well as the Disney parks. And then there's also the 90th anniversary merchandise from Just Play. They made like 7-inch vinyl articulated figures of 3 versions of Mickey. So yeah, so we are going to be getting more Mickey Mouse action figures. In fact, this isn't the only Mickey Mouse Nendoroid released by Good Smile, as there's going to be 2 versions of the Mickey Mouse Nendoroid coming soon. Like there's the 1928 version based off of the cartoon Steamboat Willie. There's a black and white and a colored version. And if you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts, there's also King Mickey from Kingdom Hearts 2. And I really love the face expression on those, even though I don't play the games. So yeah, so if you want to get any of these 2 versions of the Mickey Mouse Nendoroid, you can pre-order them on Good Smiles' website. So yeah, I went ahead and put the base and the stand on this guy. I'll just remove it, and we can just take a look at him. He doesn't really fall into the chibi side, in my opinion. He just looks like, you know, your average Mickey Mouse toy, but he is pretty unique, and, you know, there are still some, you know, chibi stuff in it, like his head is a little big, but he definitely looks like the Mickey Mouse straight out of the Mickey Mouse Works cartoon series, or Disney's House of Mouse. Articulation-wise, he does have a universal hinge joint on the head, however, it's kind of pretty hard to see, and it is also pretty limited. And there's also universal joints in the shoulders, which they can go up and down and swing back and forth. And his wrists are universal as well, so they can go up and down and rotate. And then his waist also rotates. I'm not so sure if it's ball jointed or if it's a universal hinge joint, but it does move not just left and right, but it can also tilt a little. His tail is actually removable, and you can tell that the tail just rotates only. And the shoes hinge up and down. And he does have hip joints, however, I don't really like them a lot, like how they made it, you know, the figure, because like his pants are like made of this rubber material, and it's covering up the hip, the bottom, the lower area of like you know, like Mickey's is like crotch area. His legs, his hips can move. However, the only problem is that they're pretty limited. Like he can only go as far as that, which again is a problem because he's supposed to be sitting down, but all he can do is just like stand on it or something, yeah, like that. And you can definitely tell his parts are being removed because I did swap out the hands and one of the arms. Oh yeah, if you want to change the eyes, you can just remove the face, and you can just like pop out the eyes and put in some new ones. In comparison, here is a World of Nintendo Mario and the World of Springfield Homer Simpson sitting right next to the Mickey Mouse Nendoroid. And yeah, this Homer figure can fall down when it's not on a flat surface. Kinda same goes for Mickey. So overall, I actually really like this set. I feel like this is one of the really good, like, Nendoroids, like one of the best Nendoroids in my opinion. And I really just like the fact that we are getting more Mickey Mouse action figures. Without this Nendoroid, we wouldn't have gotten any more Mickey Mouse action figures. Though the only thing I don't like is that I usually like to use accessories for like other figures. And the fact that they are completely Mickey Mouse based are pretty, you know, like, it kind of devaluates, you know, the purpose of using accessories on other figures. Also, not to mention that Mickey cannot really sit down that well because of how they made his shorts, meaning that he won't be able to sit down into his director's chair. But you know, if you have any action figures that can sit down pretty well, maybe they might sit down on the Mickey director's chair. And he also sometimes has a hard time standing, so I suggest having him with the base. And store the accessories. Don't lose them. Store the accessories in like a plastic bag or something. So yeah, I really like this set. I give it a B+, and thanks for watching.